What's coming, everybody, boys and girls? Hope you're having a good night. A lot to talk about right here. Um, do you want me to go live for the Lakers game on Saturday? They're playing on ABC. Now, I have ABC, I have ESPN networks. I'm subscribed to YouTube TV, but I'm not subscribed to Amazon Prime. Thus, I'm blacked out of watching certain NBA games. So, for example, I have NBC on my regular TV. So I'm watching Lakers Nuggets the other night. A tremendous finish there for the guys, 12-0 run. And then because the game tonight is on Amazon and I'm not subscribed to Amazon, I'm not going to subscribe to too many packages. It all adds up, right? It's all getting really expensive to have a subscription to every streaming service out there. I'm not watching the game tonight between the Lakers and the Clippers. And it's not really important, but I think it'd be great to be live for a couple Lakers games just before the playoffs, see how we doing. And, uh, you know, this is always a very big revenge game. And it won't surprise me, too, if the Lakers take this game off and Luka will concentrate all of his energy on destroying the Dallas Mavericks. So that's a very interesting theory. And the Mavs have been playing better, but they're without Anthony Davis. So yeah, that is a win. The Rockets lost today as Phoenix Suns getting Jalen Green. Now we need AR-15 back with and without Jokic. Still a very strong win. We're without Austin Reeves, obviously. So it was a very, very big win, I think. Anytime you get a road win against Denver, it's very significant. Um, and I don't know when AR-15 is going to be back. It'd be interesting if they lose few games on the bounce. That requires them to really make a trade for a defensive, versatile, three-point shooting wing player, and that is what the Lakers are lacking at the moment, and that's what will probably happen at the trade deadline. Will Giannis be traded to the Lakers? Only if he tells Milwaukee the only team I want to be traded to is, in fact, the LA Lakers. And there could be a divorce coming very soon. The Bucks out of the playoffs. They're overpaying Lillard. They cut him against the salary cap. It's a very big disaster. You need assets. If you're Milwaukee, Giannis is probably going to get traded. Will he be traded to the Lakers, or is it going to be another team out there? New York Knicks already have KAT. If the Lakers want him, I think he'll be a Lakers player. Chet Holmgren, we can't completely trust DeAndre Ayton. I like him. He's done a great job. Started 16-5. DeAndre Ayton's a big part of that. But if you can add Giannis and in your Milwaukee, and you're saying, hey, we're going to give up this all-star legendary player. We need a suitable replacement right away, and that's where DeAndre Ayton comes into the equation. So who knows if the Lakers can ship off Ayton and Netch and a couple other players and maybe a first-round pick for Giannis. It is possible that Ayton could be another sacrificial limb, just like Anthony Davis was a sacrificial limb. For example, in the NFL, McDermott is the sacrificial limb for Buffalo before they get over the line. It seems like we see this thing in professional sports, but a big Sunday coming up with a lot of action in soccer and football. So I'll be live here throughout the day, watching Italian soccer, watching the English Premier League, Scudetto race, English Premier League title race, and then the Broncos game will be kicked off. And during that time, Milan and Roma will be playing. You'll have two games played at once: Manchester United, Arsenal, and Juventus, Napoli. So I'll be here live throughout Sunday to answer any questions that anyone may have. But the final moment, the final message, I should say, is that as I collect my final thoughts on the Final Four, the Patriots have won the championship. This is the 250 year anniversary of the USA, and the Patriots gematria is absolutely perfect. The New England Patriots is same exact gematria, 250. Now, let's face it, do you want Matthew Stafford, an MVP candidate, in the Super Bowl, or a turnover prone machine with 20 turnovers, 26 touchdowns, and 20 turnovers? You're the NFL, you're not putting Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl. The Seahawks defense is the bait. The 12th man is the bait. People have short term memories. Not many people realized only two home losses in the playoffs for the Seahawks at Lumen Field both occurred against the Rams. Against Mark Bolger and the Rams in 2005. In the COVID year 2020-21, they lost against the Rams while they had Jared Goff. The Rams will be 3-0 in the playoffs at Lumen Field to book a ticket to Super Bowl 50 at Inglewood, California. Garoppolo's seventh AFC Championship game appearance on active roster. He has played games at Levi Stadium. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to return to the 49ers Stadium where he was a starting quarterback. Devontae Adams, the fifth time around, is not going to lose the NFC Championship game after 4 previous losses. Devontae Adams is absolutely going to win. That is the script. He is 1-4 in NFC Championship games, beating number 14, Sam Darnold. Devontae Adams getting over the line and playing in the Super Bowl is going to be one of the biggest storylines out there to look out for the NFC Championship game. And there is no chance they will let the Rams win at the 49ers Stadium. They just won't let it happen. They only do this kind of thing of having a team win a Super Bowl at your rival stadium. They will only do it if it's the Raiders because they hate the Raiders and the Tuck rule, and the Raiders were against the merger between the AFL and the NFL in the first place because Al Davis was the AFL commissioner. So that's why they hate the Raiders, and they only allowed them to do so at the Raiders Stadium in Super Bowl 58. A division rival winning at a division rival stadium in the Super Bowl. It's because the Raiders' vendetta with the NFL has dated back over 50 years. The winner of the NFL MVP award is going to be Matthew Stafford. Now, the league MVP is losing the Super Bowl. The league MVP never wins the Super Bowl unless if you're Patrick Mahomes, State Farm at State Farm Stadium in Super Bowl 57. Could we see a repeat of that in Super Bowl 61 if Josh Allen wins the league MVP next year, if the Bills get the number 1 seed? But this kind of thing rarely happens. Kurt Warner did so the last time in the year of Super Bowl 34. Only 2 times in the past 26 years has a regular season MVP won the Super Bowl. So the Rams are the bait. The public hates the Patriots. They're sick and tired of the Patriots. The NFL mocked the public. We know you're tired of the Kansas City Chiefs, but we will put the New England Patriots back in the Super Bowl. Funny how that works. Yeah, no Chiefs in the playoffs, and then they put the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and everybody hates New England more than any team outside of the Chiefs and the Cowboys. So what are they going to do? Everybody's going to bet the Rams and Matthew Stafford because, he's the MVP. And that's when everything that could go wrong will go wrong. The New England Patriots are going to win the 7th Super Bowl this year, right after Jimmy Garoppolo's 7th NFC Championship game appearance. That's one of the biggest clues out there. The Patriots are winning the Super Bowl. The Patriots are doing so with Donald Trump in office right after the bombing of Venezuela. Let's support America. We're going to build democracy in Venezuela. It's all a bunch of lies and BS. It's all about the oil, right? It's always about exploiting the natural resources. But the war propaganda, they needed it. They needed the symbolic patriotism propaganda after 9/11 and the invasion of Iraq. And that's what they're doing right here after the occupation of Venezuela. The Patriots winning the Super Bowl is only going to beef up this Bills-Patriots rivalry even more. The NFL is moving away from the old guard. A new guard quarterback will win the Super Bowl. When Matthew Stafford loses the Super Bowl, it's going to officially close the old guard for good. Aaron Rodgers close to retirement. Matthew Stafford loses the Super Bowl. He'll never make it to another playoff game ever again. Drake May wins the Super Bowl. The NFL is here to showcase its future quarterbacks. That's what Drake May is going to do. Michael Jordan, North Carolina. Drake May went from North Carolina. He's replacing the GOAT, Tom Brady, in the Super Bowl. This doesn't mean he's a next GOAT, but that he'll still be a Super Bowl champion at the end of the day. This is what he will do. Super Bowl 11-day numerology, the Patriots' 11th playoff win without Tom Brady. 30 wins with Brady, the 11th playoff win without Brady to occur for Drake May to win the Super Bowl in his second season as a starter.